and I went round to the far corner, and then I saw right, I'm going to start this one with a couple of modern pickups and a couple of digital ones as well, but they'll make sense hopefully when I go through what I've got. The first thing I got was a new capture card, because my old one died and it was very old anyway, and I think this one's going to be a lot better, so hopefully it will be. And then I got some digital purchases. I got the two God of War games on the PS Vita, well, they're for the PSP, but you download them on the PS Vita. And I got Silent Hill as well, which is on the PS1, where you can download it on the Vita as well. They were about £6 each, so I had to get all of them. The capture card I paid full price from Curry's, so I don't know what price it is at the moment, but I think I paid about £150 for that. But I put that on my FlexPay account anyway. And then I got some other digital pickups. I got R-Type Dimensions, Ikaruga. I've got R-Type Dimensions on the Switch. I got Ikaruga on the Xbox 360, but it's on my Series X. And I also got Andro Dunos 2 on the PlayStation 5. So my modern pickup my wife bought me was this, to play those shmups on. I'm sure I'll play some fighters and some other shmups as well when they come along. But that's the other modernish or modern pickup. It was on offer in Smith's, so it was too good to turn down, really. And then reverting back to type for me. My 7800 collection, I think I need 9 games, and I had one that wasn't in a box, and it was Dig Dug, and it was really bothering me. So I've still got the unboxed one. I'll probably be moving that one on, but I've bought Dig Dug, very good price, about I think 20 quid or something I paid for that, and I'll probably get that back for the cartridge that I sell by itself anyway, so not too bad. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to an expensive eBay purchase. I've already got a few of these. I bought another one. It'll all become clear soon, hopefully. But I've bought another Jaguar, and the reason for that is this box has now got my original Jaguar in from the mid-90s. I'll just put that down there. So I'm keeping my original one in that box now. This is the one that came in the box when I bought it, and just after I made the purchase, I got a message through from the seller. I want to reiterate and make sure you understand that this is untested. So I thought, well, for the price I've got it for, because I'll show you what else came with it in a second, I can't lose anyway. Even if I sold the console for spares and repairs, it wouldn't be too bad. But like I say, the message came through. I want to reiterate that this is untested. So I thought, oh, here we go. So I sent a message back and I said, it's okay, I'm not worried. So long as it's not been plugged into the wrong power supply, it should be okay. Anyway, it comes through, doesn't power on. So I think it's been plugged into at that point, I think it's been plugged into the wrong power supply. So I've opened it up. Capacitor's bust on the top. The 2 chips looked fine, to be fair, but I ordered the repair kit. Sorry, things just falling all over the place there. So anyway, I ordered the repair kit. You get a little capacitor and you get the voltage regulator and the audio voltage regulator as well. And before I went to Doncaster Gaming Market, I opened it up and I put the new capacitor in, and I put the new the 2 new voltage regulators in, and then tried it and it powered up. So I was over the moon with that, but there was no sound. So I've left it for a few days. I've messaged the seller to make sure that the audio voltage regulator was okay. Anyway, went to Doncaster Gaming Market and came back. I was still buzzing from everything that happened there, but we'll move on to that in a sec anyway. And I thought, right, I'll open it up and I'll have a look at them, and I'll just reflow the two chips and just make sure. So this was the night I got back from Doncaster Game Market. So I reflowed the 2 chips, and then hopefully you could hear that. Sound. And then hopefully Doom will load up as well. And there we go. Nice, fully working Jaguar. That I'm obviously quite good at doing. But anyway, over the moon with that. And the reason I didn't think I could lose was because obviously what I'm gonna keep out of these, I'm gonna keep the box, because I put my original Jaguar in there anyway. But this came with it as well. And I'll be keeping this. Very happy with this. Still in its little baggie and everything as well. So that's definitely staying with me. In fact, I'll put that back where I have it. That can go back up there now. Now I've shown you. And also it came with some other things. Theme park. Now this is my original one because all 4 of these, there's 4, spoiler, all 4 of these were in better condition than my originals. So this one's still complete, but theme park. Sensible soccer. Now the new one's got a manual. Unfortunately my original one I didn't have a manual for it, so these I'll be moving on as well, obviously because I've got better ones in my collection now. Unfortunately no manual with Sensible Soccer. Pinball Fantasies, that's nice and complete as well. Mine's got this little bit of sticker residue. It's not damaged to the box. In fact, I'm pretty sure that would come off if you were careful. But Pinball Fantasies, my new one's in slightly better condition. So I've decided I'm going to move this one on. And finally, it's in the console. Doom. The new one was in a little bit of a better box. It was complete, and it also had the controller overlay in as well. So I'll be moving that one on. So I paid 275 quid for all that lot, and like I say, I was quite comfortable that even if the console didn't work, I'd be able to move the games and the console on for parts and probably get my money back on me, even make a small profit, and get to keep the controller and the box for my original console. Now it's working, I'm sure I'll make a pretty reasonable profit on the games and the console, and I'll get to keep the bits that I want. So absolutely over the moon with that. Anyway, that's my big eBay pickup. Yesterday, I went to one of the local CEXs. This Jaguar console didn't come with the Cybermorph game in, but the local one near me had one in, so I went and got that. I'll stick that in the box with my original one. 15 quid vouchers, so can't go wrong for that. So that Jaguar's complete now. It's got all the manuals in and everything as well. The egg box has got one slight bit of damage in it, the inlay tray, but it's really good condition actually. I mean, and obviously I've still got that one up there as well. I don't know what I'm going to do with 2 box Jaguars, but I'll probably use that one to play on, and I'll keep my original one nice and safe in the box hopefully, and this one I'll probably move on to someone else. I can do a decent price because it didn't cost me a fortune as it is anyway, hopefully. And then we move on to a charity shop where, oh no, actually we won't move on to the charity shop. What we'll do is we'll stay with, also while I was at CEX buying that Cybermorph game, decided to get this from PS Vita as well. I had this when I originally had a Vita, that's why I decided to get it again, because it was there, and it's nothing special, but it's Everybody's Golf, so quite happy to add that one back in. And this was on the shelf. I've not got this, and it's no, it's not exactly a big hitter or anything, but this was in the cabinet for 2 quid. Pro Wrestling on the Master System, and it says no manual. And I mean, granted, it is a little bit tatty, but it's complete. So I mean, I'm not going to leave especially when I'm paying with vouchers that probably cost me pennies. I'm not going to leave a boxed, complete Master System game there that I don't have for 2 quid. So. So that's CEX, and then I went to the charity shop, and they had a big bundle of games. Like, nothing special here, but they only charged me pennies for them. I think they've worked out less than 50p each. These. I've got these 2 DS games. Honestly, I got these just for the cases for some loose games I've got, and that's a Pro Fashion Designer and Imagine Dream Weddings. I've been married for 22 years now, so that one's long gone. We've got Lips on the Xbox 360, FIFA 09. Told you there was nothing special on these ones. Biggest Loser, Connect Adventures, Dance Central. That's the Xbox 360. Then we've got Carnival Funfair games. I think some of these I'll probably just put with it. I've got about 6 or 7 Nintendo Wii's that I've picked up in bundles over the last couple of years, so probably stick a couple of these games with them and shift them on cheap. And then High School Musical, Winter Sports 2008, Wii Play, another one of those Carnival games, Wii Music, already got that. Might actually keep this one because I don't have it. Super Swing Golf, don't think it goes for much, but I don't have it. Just Dance 2, Raving Rabbids, TV Party, Wii Fit, and Zumba. Right, so that's all me other pickups out of the way. Now I want to talk about Doncaster gaming market. Absolutely brilliant. Over the moon. I went and I said to a couple of them, it'd be nice if I made a few pickups, but I went mostly to see if I could see a few familiar faces from YouTube there. And to be honest, I'm still buzzing now. I mean, I did get some nice pickups. I think these ones, I'll go through these ones quickly. Went through the door, and one of the first people I see as soon as I come through the door was Tootie on his stall. So I walked up and he was looking somewhere else, and I stood at the front of the store, and he looked up and he gave us a nice, I've never met him before, gave us a really nice welcome, had a nice little chat. I had loads of questions I wanted to ask him, and they completely went out of my head at the time. So anyway, I did make a couple of purchases from his pal at the next store along. I think Hidden Chest Gaming, and the price on these is brilliant as well. To be fair, I don't own this one, and it's in a box protector, and it's in nice condition by the looks of it as well. And I've got Tomcat F14 Fighter Simulator. £10, and it's in a box protector. Absolutely fantastic price. I've got Skiing. I want all the Activision games in the box. I think I might already own Skiing, but I don't have it in the box. And again, in a box protector for a tenner, can't go wrong. And Activision Boxing. Again, I might have a loose cartridge of this. Not in, it's in decent condition again. It's not perfect, but it's by no means bad. It's still very box shaped, which is a bonus for these games. And again, £10. Absolutely brilliant prices there for those three. I think I paid £10 each for those all day long. And when he came over and he was selling them, so he was such a friendly fella as well, really nice. And he had a look at these other pickups that I made. I had a bag full, and I said, "Oh, I've just done me spuds on these anyway." So I had a walk around, and I went round to the far corner, and then I saw James Retro Import Gamer there, so I went straight over. He had a bright green hoodie on and a bright green cap. I said I was looking. I was on the lookout for you, but I thought you'd have something pink on. But I said, there's still no danger in missing you anyway in those bright green ones. So anyway, had a good chat with him. Absolutely brilliant, fantastic to meet the both of them. But just like I say, I went. You go to these things. Most people, you think you're going to buy the games and everything, but you get a buzz from buying the games, and then you come home, you have a look at them, you put them on the shelf, you maybe have a bit of a play on them, and then you put them on the shelf, and then the buzz is gone. But from meeting the people that I met there, Tootie and James and a couple of others, saw Eddie Rollercore there as well, and Dylan was next to him, Hyper Trigger X. It was nice to see them guys as well. There was a few others that I saw there that probably not as keen on, but I just saw them around and about the place. And there was a few others there that I found out was there since that I never even saw. So I don't. Also, when I made a couple of pickups on the, I know it's a small chance because there's not that many people watch these videos, but I made quite a large purchase. I think it was from Vintage Gamer. I'm pretty sure it was from Vintage Gamer. And as I was putting them in my bag and walking off, and I'm buzzing because I've added this. I'll show you in a minute, this particular game, and I've spent quite a lot of money, and I'm buzzing walking away from this. And I think he was talking to me, and he said, "Nice pickup," and I've just walked past, and I honestly, I apologise if you were talking to me. I apologise. I wasn't ignoring you deliberately. I just I didn't realise. It took me a minute to realise if you were, that you might have been talking to me, and also I was just buzzing at looking at these games in the bag. So again, apologies for that if you think I ignored you. It wasn't definitely wasn't intentional. Anyway, I bought a couple of these from one stall, and I'm not too sure which stall it was. I couldn't see any signs or anything. A couple of Atari Lynx games. The first one, no manual, but it's only a cheap one anyway, and that's Super Squeak. Nice one to add to the collection as well anyway, even if it's only cheap, and I do like getting them in the box, especially when they're cheap ones. And we've got Hockey, which is also in a complimentary box protector, which, I mean, I think there's only gaming markets that you get that really. I mean, mate, there are one or two game shops I think that'll sell the games in box protectors, especially when it's old cardboard like this. Anyway, we'll move on to my big purchase. And I think, like I say, I think this was from Vintage Gamer, and I'm not sure what order. Well, I know which one I'm going to do last of these, but I'm not sure what order to do the rest in. First one's actually sealed, and again, these are Atari Lynx games, and the first one is Malibu Bikini Volleyball, and I've just bought that because I don't have it. Honestly, nothing to do with the woman in a bikini on the front. And the second one, I've already got the European Soccer Challenge or whatever it's called, but I do only have it cartridge only. But now we've got. Never seen this one, even in CEX or anywhere. World class football soccer. Doesn't look fantastic on the back, but I mean, I'll still give it a go. And it's in a nice box, nicely box shaped, and it's going in my collection. The next one again in a complimentary box protector. Actually quite a decent game. This point and click, which I'm sure Tommy at Dad and Lads Gaming will love. But a few people have said this one's actually decent. I think it's on the Atari Lynx collection anyway, on the Evercade, and that's Dracula the Undead. And then this is the one. I had to add this at some point, and it was there. So and I got he gave me, because I was buying the 4, he gave me a really good deal on these. I got quite a good chunk taken off these, so quite happy. And anyway, it's Lemmings, which. It's quite an expensive one on the Lynx. Probably costs peanuts on just about every other system, I think, but it's very expensive on the Lynx. So I've got Double Dragon, I've got Lemmings. I don't have Desert Strike yet, but I do have a box. So if one turns up loose, I can buy that and put it in the box anyway. If one turns up boxed, I've got vouchers. If it turns up a CEX, I can get it with the vouchers, hopefully. And then that'll be 3 of the biggest hitters. I think there's Super Asteroids and Missile Command will be the last really big, really expensive game I'll need for the Lynx then. And I think I'm now needing 16 for the Lynx. I'm still needing 9 for the Jaguar. I'm still needing 9 for the Atari 7800. Don't remember seeing a single 7800 game in the entire market, which was a bit disappointing. But because my aim, like I say, on this occasion, I was more wanting to go and meet people. I drove 2.5 hours down there and 2.5 hours back, and I wanted to try and see as many people that I've had contact on YouTube with as possible, and did see 3 or 4. Couple I didn't see that I would have liked to have seen, especially as I rode all the way from Newcastle on my BMX, if you know what I mean. So anyway. Hopefully, I'll see people at future ones. I'm hoping to get to the Leeds one, whenever that's on next. And over the moon with being able to fix an Atari Jaguar all by myself, with my little soldering iron and my hot air station. And that's it, I think. Thanks for watching. Thanks again to James for mentioning me in his video. It was absolutely great to meet James. Absolutely great to meet Tootie. Got some photos with him, which I've probably put in this video at some point along the line. Was going to try and get a photo with Eddie as well, but there seemed to be there was loads of people around the stall at the time I was leaving, so I didn't want to disturb him. I think that's it. So that's all my pickups from the last few weeks, and my day out at Doncaster Gaming Market, and it was just absolutely brilliant to meet the people that I met. Got a few nice pickups. It was well worth taking the time to drive down there. Hopefully one day I'll have a bit more time. I can spend a bit more time at one of these things. And I think I'm more buzzing about the community aspect of it now than I am the collecting aspect of it, to be honest. So anyway, thanks for watching. I've waffled on enough. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.